G-Man 98 FM.
Locked into a G-Man 98 FM, your boy Carasel. We've got Kaners in the building. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, you sound good. You good?
Yes, mate. I'm very good, man. It's been a while since you've been up here, man. A lot of things have happened. A lot of video, a lot of music's have been out there, and a lot of things kicking off this week as well, man. Let's address that straight away, man, because I've got a heap of questions to ask you. And then, like, well, we had this interview lined up, like, what, 2 weeks ago? And then things went a bit mad this week, man.
Well, I'll decide to answer them. You get me?
Yeah.
You can ask.
Well, I was just going to maybe just keep it on the music tip, but then you let off on Twitter earlier, said you wanted to address some things anyway. So
but I like to play games. Serious.
Alright, man, well, let's keep it musical then. You address them when you want, man.
Yeah, man.
First and foremost, man, I was just saying, since last time we had you on the show, I mean, you've dropped, what, Bris Grammar Remix, Lion's Den, Bringing It, a whole heap of tunes, man, all had a lot of heavy rotation on a G-Man, man, so it must be time for that album soon, man.
Yeah, album's dropping in August. It's called VOTC, which stands for Voice of the City. August out on Romy Records /K-Star/Universal, so...
Yeah, man. So the latest single, we just played that as well, Mama. Tell us a bit about that. That's obviously a deep thing for you, man.
Yeah, man. I made that track when I was when I linked up with my manager in New York still, and he's got a team of producers from Australia, and that was just one of the tracks which came out that time. Do you know what I mean? So I rate the track highly, innit? Like production, the whole writing side of things. So I couldn't I had to wait for a right time to drop it, and like it was my mum's birthday yesterday, should have been 58. Mother's Day was Sunday gone, and with all this whole cancer selfies thing, I thought, well, I've been living with this cancer, you know what I mean, this cancer thing for the past 10, 12 years.
Felt like the right time to let it out, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So you just shot the video with Genesis Elijah, man. How did all that link come about? Because he's done 2 videos for you. Is there more? Yeah, man.
Planned?
With him, like, we kind of came into the game at the same time. We were like on TV the same time with Channel AKA Channel U at the time. So we've just always had a mutual respect for each other. And like, as you know, Cara, in this game, there's a lot of fronters out here that going on, like, say, you know, they're making money out of this music and this, that, and the other. And the reality is, most of these rappers are like they're either shotting or they're working a 9 to 5. You get me? So what Genesis done, he says music is his hustle. So what he done, he went into video making, innit? So I said, you know what, I like to support, you know what I mean? So I must have shot the Bringing It video with him, and I like the way it came out, so I said, yeah, let's do another one. And I like the way this one come out, you get me? Watch you. Yeah,
definitely, man. It looks good. It looks good, man. So what's the what do you feel about videos, man? You think they're really, really important for artists these days? I mean, where do you kind of stand on that? You shot quite a few in the last few months.
It's good to have a visual, because sometimes you may not even be feeling the song when you hear it, but you see the video, and that'll make you like it.
Yeah, there's definitely a few tunes, man, that are really, you know, you don't even notice, man. You can sleep on tunes for a long time, and then a video pops up, even on an old track. You know,
yeah, real talk. So it's like that, and with me, it's kind of like the whole internet thing. Music's too available, innit? So it's like you're in a catch-22. So you make your video, but once you put it up online, I mean, you don't know what's gonna happen, like in terms of revenue streams, because there's people who kind of rip off the music still, and do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a catch-22, but I'm just pushing out videos because I want to, you get me? So.
And what about social media, man? I mean, how important is that to yourself and other artists, do you think?
I think that saved a lot of us out here. I mean, I think social media, without that, a lot of rappers would have been heard or been noticed, you get me? Like,
it's taking it to a different level.
Yeah, I came in the game when there was none of that, you get me? And it was just beer up and down the road, radio interviews, no kind of social network thing, innit? So I made my name then, so like when I come back, like that social net, I just have to kind of adjust with the times, innit? So
yeah, man. So I mean, you've been in the game for a hot minute, so what tips would you give to other artists, like just around social networking and stuff?
Around social networking, you got to treat it as important as being in the studio. It's important, innit? Like if you're not on that thing there, then you're just doing yourself harm, innit? It's like self-harming yourself. You need to be up on that still. Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, everything.
You think that people can self-harm on Twitter and social networks?
Of course they can. It could kill careers, man.
Yeah. from what people say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, on another tip, man, you've been signed to various different labels, man. Other artists probably look up to you in some way. What kind of advice can you give to them starting out? What would you say to somebody just getting into this game?
Have belief in yourself. Don't let no one tell you. If I had the money, the amount of people told me I ain't gonna make it or not gonna reach where I've reached, I'll probably be a rich man. I won't have to rap. You get me? But you gotta have belief in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is gonna believe in you. You get me? So that's the first and foremost. In terms of labels, bro, I've had majors after me. I've linked with majors. I've linked with the top people in it. And to be fair, I didn't really like the experience, because I felt like that was for the first time in my life I stopped enjoying doing the music. I was writing, it became a job, and I was writing the wrong type of stuff for me, innit? Like, I'm an artist. If you know my career, I talk my real feelings, innit? So if I'm told to write this, that, and the other, and being told what to do, I just start getting a bit kind of ignorant, and I've got to do K in it. So that's where the Real Me Records thing come. You get me? Like, it's a partnership more than me being signed. You get me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we sat down. They showed me what they had to offer.
They're a Bristol label, right?
Bristol label, but they got distribution through the Universal Network. So like, the album's gonna be HMV up and down the country, HMV digitally worldwide, iTunes. You know how it goes. You know what I mean? It's gonna be out there, innit? And one of my dreams when I come into this game is to be able to walk into like HMV or something and see my album there and buy it. You get me? That was one of my dreams.
Yeah, it's a shame those kind of things are kind of dying out still.
Yeah. But I got the physical distribution, and that's all I've wanted. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've got that now, so it's all good.
So you've had a long career, man. You collaborated with a lot of artists, man, like Roots Maneuver, Sway, Million Dan, Cardinal Official even, man. So who's probably the favourite person that you've collaborated with, man? Which collaboration, did you feel that you most got it in with?
When you say got it in,
yeah, like went in on the track. That's what I want to know, not just like enjoy. I don't want to know who was the guy that you're proud of. So you're proud of featuring with. I want to know which person you really felt you went toe to toe with and represented the fullest.
I Am Kane's remix with Rodney P.
Yeah,
I feel like we were both on a level there, to be honest. But then again, I've done a tune with Million Dan, MCD, Skits, Die, the Go In track, and Skits said to me after that, because I was the second MC to record on it, so you had MCD, then I came in and recorded at Die's house, and it was like, yo, K, like, you just held your own with MCD. Do you know what that means? I didn't really know what it meant, because
that's one of my favourite tracks from you, the Go In track.
Okay,
hard, man.
yeah.
I was tempted to dig it out.
Do you know we got a video for that, bruv?
Yeah, I think you mentioned it to me before. Something.
We've got a video on.
Sitting in the.
It's just sitting there, bruv, and I keep telling Skits. You get me? I keep telling him.
Yeah.
You need to get out. Whatever you need, just holler in it. Like, let's get out there, innit? Like.
Yeah, man. Let's break it up with some music, man. We'll see you on the other side. This is the Bris Grammar remix. No, it's the original, man. We're going in like that. Got Canis in the building. Keep it locked, man. We keep it moving with the interview after this.
What make you a genius?
You're listening to G-Man 98 FM.
Back on the other side. Not heard the original for a hot minute, actually, man.
Yeah,
used to hearing the remix so many times, man. But yeah, still a banger, mate. The beat is ridiculous on that tune, man. Absolutely crazy, man. Shouts to everybody locked in. You're back on the G-Man 98 FM. Got Canis in the house, man. Before we went away, we were just talking about collaborations and stuff. Anybody you'd love to work with, like you'd really like to, get on a track with?
There's a female called Jean Grey. Have you heard of her? The American rapper?
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind getting on the track with her. Yeah.
She's your number one, yeah?
Yeah.
Not a rapper, you'd like to get on with a singer?
Bro, right about now, I think I've done my, like, not that there ain't other collaborations out there to do, but right about now, I'm not just doing like a collaboration for the sake of a name no more. Yeah. Like, I just want to do someone who I'm
That's
really
the first time I've heard a rapper say that, though. It's like, if you could be on a track with any other Jean Grey, yeah?
I'm different, bruv. I think I've put out too many collaborations, to be fair. I just want to do me now.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot more solo stuff in the play, man.
Yeah.
Cool. What other music you feeling, man? What US rappers?
Obviously, I'm a Drake fan. Jay-Z, Nas, AR Rap. I like that dude.
I've not heard of him. R.A. who?
A-R-A-B.
Okay.
I heard a bit of him. I'll tell you, I heard a bit of him on My Man's show. What's My Man who you had the crash with? Young UK. Okay. Yeah, I heard a bit of him on there. I like him.
We got Young, man. We're going to Ujima family all day.
But to be fair, bruv, like, I listen to a lot of New Zealand rap. I got a dude who's part of my K-Star International family called Niche. Check that dude out. Part of MTC Familiar, Young Sid. I listen to a lot of French rap as well.
Wow.
Not that I can understand it, but I know they're flowing. You get me? And I'm just a music lover, blood. It's not even all rap I listen to, you know. I listen to rock music. I listen all sorts, bro. You get me? Like, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I feel that gives you a better kind of musical understanding.
Definitely, man. You got to spread your wings, man.
Yeah, man.
It's drum and bass as well.
Yeah, of course. Hey, do you know what? I still haven't checked out your thing yet, but you know what I mean?
What thing?
The one extra thing, the new, latest one though, the latest one. Like,
yeah. Check it out, man. Anyway, it's all about you right now. What about this Darren Hamilton walking into the ring thing? That must have been an experience, bro. Something different.
Yeah, but I showed you I was going to do that in the last interview. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember I said like I had some news.
It's going to happen.
And yeah, that was nerve-wracking to say the least. 3,000 people in Hull, 30 Bristol people.
And not hip hop heads either.
Not hip hop heads.
A lot of people not probably liking the Darren. You know, it's difficult.
Yeah, it was a hard one, but I had to go out there and rep for a minute. So I thank him for that opportunity because millions saw that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that was one of the highlights of my career. First rapper outside the USA to do that on Sky Sports. So you know what I mean? All good.
Yeah, man. So I mean, we're talking about thoughts on the bigger picture of Bristol music and stuff. And I know it's something that's been touched on before, but I just wanted to kind of like pick your brains, find out why you think it is nobody from Bristol can really get out there at the moment. I mean, there's nobody, we look around, there's nobody really getting the radio spins and the airplay.
I think it used to really get to me, and I feel like I'm going to stop saying what I was just about to say, or what I'm going to say. I'm going to stop saying this. I used to say, yeah, Londoners get all the fruits of the labour, get signed, re-signed, dropped. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you like it's reached a stage where forget all that. If that's happening, you got to find another way. And it's not just England where you can bust in, innit? You can bust in Europe, you can bust in New Zealand, you can bust in Australia. I met a rapper the other day who said, "Forget all these English labels. I'm going to States." Was out there for 6 months, got signed with Atlantic over there.
Do you think there's a fundamental problem with Bristol though? Do you think like the playlisters and the DJs, they look at Bristol and they're not willing to kind of take a chance on us and you know, just play us out there?
I've had spins. I've been one of them artists who's had spins, innit, and been playlisted, so I can't really diss that part of it. What I could say to you is that I was in a situation where I had a track and it went in a playlist meeting and the only diss they said about the track was he doesn't sound like he's from Bristol. So what did that mean? So when the playlist manager come back to me and was like, yo, yeah, that's what they said. I said, well, what does that mean? That ain't saying nothing about the track. That's just putting an excuse in front of like the thing. Next week, put it back in, it's on the playlist. Do you know what I mean? So,
but what do you think we need to do as Bristol artists?
What I tried to do is kind of follow the London blueprint where everyone linked together. That's where the Bristol Grammar remix song came about, and tried to move in a pack. You get me? And if everyone kind of saw the vision, then I feel Bristol Grammar remix, because I was looking to push that to TV and so forth. But I waited because I had a little kind of inklings that some funniness would be going on. You get me? That happened. Glad I never put on TV now. But off the back of that, you're seeing other Bristol-based, I'm not saying they're from Bristol, but Bristol-based people now doing a lot of like posse cuts. Do you know what I mean? So it's given inspiration to that.
I'd say that's always been around, really. It's not like it just started with Bris Grammar thing. I just think Bristol at the moment feels like it's on the rise. There are a lot of crews and cliques. I think things are kind of rising right now, and people are collaborating more, and maybe not just from a Bris Grammar thing, but you know.
I'm saying Bris Grammar, right? The Bris Grammar remix, kind of, and the success of it, kind of inspired a lot of man around me. I know this. I study this thing. I'm not saying that there ain't been none before, but I'm saying it's definitely, since I dropped that, enough man is dropping this kind of crew posse cut thing. I know that. I've seen it and people seen it. So that's my thoughts.
What's next for you then, man? What's the next operation? You got some next video, next tune lined up?
Watch You. So Watch You's coming out 25th of May. The B-side is Mama. I kind of pushed Mama first because of like the whole time of things, Mother's Day, Mum's birthday, all that cancer stuff. But Watch You is the main. If you see the video on YouTube, that's the main one we're pushing at the moment. That's out May 25th, pre-release 25th of April.
Yeah. Cool, man. I was just interested in kind of your early starting points, man. Obviously, you've been in Bristol for a long time. Who were those early cats that first inspired you?
Daddy Kells, Daddy Kells, Uncle Kells.
Yeah.
Seen him in Bristol the other day. Do you know what I mean? He's gonna be back soon. King Aggie, he's another one. Real Foundation. He's one of the first who kind of brought all the man them together, because these times we were spitting bashment lyrics and stuff like that. You get me? And he kind of brought man together, and then I just kind of done my thing from there, kind of thing.
Yeah, man. Where was the first stage you stepped on in Bristol, man? Always find
Malcolm
that
X.
curious.
Malcolm X. It was a talent show.
How old are you, man?
23.
Okay, it's quite late in the day then, really.
Yeah.
So were you always writing when you were at school and stuff, or hip hop not something that was?
Nah,
really...
I wasn't a hip hop head. Like my best friend, he turned me to hip hop. We used to argue what's the best between hip hop and reggae.
Yeah.
And then what he done, he gave me a ners track. It ain't hard to tell. I was converted from that moment on. You get me? So yeah.
There you go, man. So before we play your last tune and get into this Ambush The Airwaves cypher, man, where can we next find you? Where's the gigs at?
You need to go to my website, www.caners.co.uk. I just put up a whole list of dates. Been booked for a few festivals. I'm in Start the Bus on the, is it the 7th or the 10th with Ty? May I'm in Liverpool, UK's version of South by Southwest. Blood, I don't even know, B. My brain's all over the place, but there's a list all on my website, www.caners.co.uk. So
yeah, man, and I guess on that website you can find all your social networks and stuff. That's
yeah,
what people
all that.
Get
Yeah,
at you, man.
Store, the clothing,
okay,
all that.
Any big plans for that? What's going on with that?
My number one plan at the moment is getting this album out. The kind of clothing thing kind of works off of that still, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. Alright, let's play this last one. This is Bringing It with Genesis Elijah, and then we're going to get into some bars, man. Shouts to everybody locked in. It's
cool.
Agima 98.